The weirdest thing is, I still find myself half expecting her to just, you know, be there. Like when I hear a door slam or something.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It were like that with me nan.
Good. Because I don't want you thinking me strange, you know what I mean?
So what are you going to do about Belle?
Lisa thinks it's best if I stay away.
Is that what you want to do? Dom, you've every right to be there.
To gloat. Because Lisa's right. The only reason I go is because of that. To watch her suffer for what she did. And the thing is, I've already done that. Watching her in court. Whatever happens today, Belle's already suffered.
Anyone talk to her brief? Is she all right?
He said she's in a bit of a state after yesterday.
Well, from what you told me, I'm hardly surprised the way they went after her.
If you ask me, it shows they're desperate. Trying to make Belle out to be some kind of psycho killer. The jury will never go for that.
Mr. Dingle.
Dad, make sure she knows that, okay? The prosecution have dropped the ball chasing a murder conviction. All right?
Zach, give her a big hug from me.
At least Dom stayed away.
Yeah, love. You did the right thing in the end.
Wait. Zach, all right?
God knows.
Do you really think she'll get off?
Hey, come on. Looks like it's about to start.
Kane.
I don't know.
On her own admission, Belle Dingle had a fierce row with Gemma Andrews on the night in question. A row which led to a fight and a push by Belle which ended Gemma's life. Those are the undisputed facts. What we ask of you today is to decide whether, in that moment, Belle hated Gemma so much she had intention of killing her. To this end, I have submitted evidence which proves both a clear motive and a history of sustained persecution before this date. We have heard the extent of Belle's jealousy over Gemma's relations with Sean Spencer. We have heard how, over a course of months, Belle used social media to repeatedly abuse Gemma. How she bullied her, verbally and physically, following Gemma's termination of a pregnancy, and how she is on record stating she hated her.
She could actually go down for this, couldn't she?
I would now...
Oh, what's going on out there?
Please.
I therefore would like to ask the members...
Wait, stop, wait. Mr. Andrews,
I need to say something.
Don't, no. No, that time has passed.
Please.
And I'd like to remind you that interrupting proceedings could lead to a mistrial.
Please, Your Honour, please. I'm sorry I'm late. I really am. But you have to let me speak.
Mr. Andrews.
Please. You have to. She was my daughter. Please. I know I'm late, I'm sorry.
Mr. Andrews,
please.
I
You have to let me speak.
suggest you leave now.
You can't just barge in.
Listen to me! If Gemma was here today, she would say that Belle was no murderer. She loved her friend, and Belle loved her too. It was a horrible accident, and locking Belle away ain't gonna bring my Gemma back. Nothing will.
Mr. Andrews.
All it will do is ruin another little girl's life. That's all I come to say. Belle, I forgive you. This wasn't your fault. I know that now.
I'm going to retire there, and I'd like to see both prosecuting and defense counsel in chamber.
All rise.
They can't convict him now, can they? I mean, that's bound to have done some good, don't you think?
Why would you do that?
Well, you can ask him yourself when you get out there. But I reckon it was for Gemma.
Court is now ready to resume if you'd like to take places.
Surely that helped. If Gemma's dad's convinced that Belle's no murderer.
Then why has he got that face on him? All rise.
Now, we had a very unfortunate outburst prior to the short adjournment. Clearly, this is a very emotional case, but such things cannot be allowed to happen. If there are any further outbursts, this person will be expelled and may be held in contempt. Now, I believe prosecution would like to speak first.
Your Honour, we apply for leave to add a count of manslaughter to the indictment.
We have no objection.
Well, leave is granted. I will now retire for 15 minutes to allow counsel to discuss with the accused.
That's good, isn't it? I mean, it's not murder.
No, that is not good.
All rise.
They've added manslaughter because that's the only chance they've got of a prison sentence.
But they can't do that.
They just did.
They're determined to see it go down, please.
So, what Donna said hasn't helped?
No, it hasn't. It's made it worse.
They want me to go to prison, don't they?
There must be something we can do.
Okay, listen carefully, because it's really important that you understand this. We have two options here, okay? You either plead not guilty, and if the jury agrees, you'll be cleared of all charges.
But if they think that I am guilty,
You'll probably be looking at a longer sentence.
Oh, Belle.
the alternative is that I plead guilty and I definitely go to prison.
To be perfectly honest, it's probable, yes, but it would almost certainly be for less time.
You think I should plead guilty, don't you?
Well, look, I think it's unlikely anyone would think you meant to kill Gemma, but you've admitted that you pushed her. Then she fell. And given your history of aggression toward her...
Teenage girls falling out over a lad, that's not a history of aggression.
In our opinion, no, but this jury, they might well disagree. Belle, this has to be your decision.
All rise. Just ran into Dom outside. It's pretty cut up that his grand entrance backfired.
Should have stayed away like I asked.
What do you think she's going to do?
They'll have advised us to go for the guilty plea to get a shorter sentence.
But she isn't guilty.
Not of murder, no. Please stand. Belle Dingle, between the 28th of February and the 2nd of March 2014, you unlawfully killed Gemma Andrews.
I wish they'd let me talk to her. They should have let me help.
How do you plead? Guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
Soz, I was just checking in on Samson's sports day. I thought there'd be ages yet.
How can they have decided already? It's barely been an hour.
Well, maybe it's a good sign. Maybe they'll all see that she can't be guilty.
Please stand. Foreman of the jury, have you reached verdicts upon which you are all agreed?
We have.
Oh, God.
Please, please, please let her go.
In relation to count 1 murder, how do you find the defendant?
Not guilty.
Yes. Shh. In relation to count 2 manslaughter, how do you find the defendant?
Guilty.
Mrs. Dingle, Mrs. Dingle, please.
Shame on you!
Mrs. Dingle, Mrs. Dingle.
Done anything! Shame on you!
Mrs. Dingle, please.
Mum, Dad!
Look, it's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right.
Belle, you have been found guilty of manslaughter. No! You will be remanded in youth custody until the sentencing can take place.
Just stay right!
Come on, Dad.
Hmm?
No, come on, go.
Get off me.
No, don't go, no, no.
Said get off me!
Go
No!
Come on.
Listen, Dad.
Get off me!
Dad, it's gonna be okay. Dad, listen. No, it's gonna be fine. Just go with them, Dad. I promise I'm gonna be fine.
I'll make us a brew.
We shouldn't have left her there.
They wouldn't let us anywhere near.
I don't know why they didn't let her come home with us tonight after all she's been through today.
Not right. Just not right.
Just calm down, yeah?
If you or anyone else tells me to calm down again, there'll be hell to pay, because I've had it up to here. You heard her in court. Tell him it's OK, everything'll be fine.
That's because she cares about you.
That is not her job, though, is it? I should be the one telling her that. She's just a little girl. And because of you, she had to pretend she's not. Spending the last few days of freedom worrying about a mad old dad.
Keep going on like this, you're going to prove her right, aren't you?
Kane. Kane, just go now.
Dom?
I'm in at court.
Yeah.
Sorry, I've been trying to get in touch with Elise. How did it go? Dom?
I told him she was no murderer, but it only made things worse. They found her guilty of manslaughter. She's going to prison.
Sam, I'm going to put a wash on. Is there right you want doing?
I'll check.
Zach? Zach?
Dad?
I'll leave him out. I'll do it later.
Lucy? You all right? Dad?
It's from Amelia.
Oh, Lisa.
I'm sorry. I can't. I just can't.
Look, everything is going to be all right.
How's that? How's it going to be all right?